Supermassive black holes, they were a problem for cosmology, astronomy, astrophysics, because if black holes came from stars collapsing, how the hell did you get ones that were the mass of billions of stars? Might be technically possible for supermassive black holes to form by direct collapse. And that means that if the gas is smooth enough, a huge territory of gas, like 1 million solar masses worth of gas, could collapse in one go. And if it's smooth enough on the collapse down, it won't nucleate out into stars. It will just keep going and
it'll just go straight
by
into the
direct
black
collapse.
hole.
It'll just go straight into the black hole. The earliest and most primitive universes along an evolutionary line, they had to reproduce and almost nothing else. Any complicated structures would have to have developed through evolution later. So all they're going to do is reproduce. And that means they're going to reproduce essentially by direct collapse. Imagine the minimal possible viable universe. It's just going to be black hole, big bang, black hole, big bang, black hole, big bang, black hole. If we have direct collapse supermassive black holes in our universe, then the way they're formed is almost certainly going to be the way they were originally formed by direct collapse. They're like prokaryotic bacteria, right? Prokaryotic bacteria just, I know biologists will jump on my back and say, prokaryotic bacteria are really complicated, you know,
Right,
they have lots
just,
and lots of things going. It's true. But okay, go back to autocatalytic sets or something. You know, they just, autocatalytic sets just autocatalyze and nothing else. They don't do anything complicated. Okay, reproduction has to start at the simplest point. If we have a supermassive black hole at the center of every galaxy now, they will have formed by direct collapse.
And this also reminds me a little bit, and going back to evolution, like, it's a discredited idea within biological evolution, but the idea of like ontogeny recapitulates phylogeny, that like the evolutionary history is seen in the development. And you're saying that to a certain degree, we see that in our own universe, in cosmology, that kind of the earlier, simpler things, which was kind of that's still within the evolutionary history of the universe.
Yeah. Well, the model I've developed, which is sort of 3-stage cosmological natural selection, they literally do recapitulate because the later evolutionary breakthroughs are built on the back of the original evolutionary reproductive successes. So that you have to conserve them because
you need each of those to get to the next thing.
You need each of them to happen to get to the next one. So you do actually have the evolutionary history inside the universe.